Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Thoughts and Crep Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 41, I want to say, of Hollow Knight, the complete series. Hope you're all doing well today, and, yeah, before we get started, getting started over here. It's, this episode is coming out on the 20th, according to my notes, of October 2025. And we currently have a Members' Choice poll going on right now that was posted on the 15th and will be running until the end of the day on the 22nd. So that is going to be deciding some upcoming Halloween-themed stuff, which I'm probably going to have to do a little preemptively. I'm pretty sure I have plans for Halloween, so I'll probably have to do that the night before, or even the night before that, but I don't think anybody's going to mind, because it's pretty common to have plans on a Halloween. So yeah, that's going to be for live streams, and I'm going to do, a couple days build up before that, so like a couple of streams. It's not just going to be a one-off stream for Halloween. It's going to be like a shorter series kind of a thing, maybe. We'll see how it goes. I believe the 22nd is also the day that the new Festival of Accord starts in Monster Hunter Wilds, so I'll definitely be hopping on that. But yeah, kind of wanted to do something a little special for the spooky season, and just leave it up to the channel members to pick what that something special is gonna be. But yeah, I did look up some stuff, because I mentioned that at the end of the last episode, how I wasn't sure about a few things. So we can easily go get a free charm just by going to Dirtmouth. So that's cool. We're gonna do that here in a while. But the area I was talking about in the last episode is also... where's our map? Yeah, so I mentioned there's like kind of a gap in the map, a map gap a little bit, below Kingdom's Edge, and how there's like a grub on the map down there, and how that lower part, like just down here, is a slightly different color than the rest of Kingdom's Edge. Well, that is because it is a different area. I don't remember if it has its own map, or if it's just considered part of Kingdom's Edge. But yeah, I couldn't figure out how to get down there, so I just looked it up. And yeah, it's the entrance is kind of hidden, so a little bit lame they did it that way, but whatevs. I don't think it's actually required to even go there. I mean, obviously not because we've already beat the game. But if you're going for full 112% completion, as I am, that's not the right button. Well, that was short-lived. Then yeah, it is required for that. I just realized, I was like, you know what? These mo-effers. Alright. It's gonna go back and rest at the thing. Now that we have a full soul vessel, but yeah, so I think, yeah, because we talked to this guy, the freebie in, I'm just gonna avoid these guys this time. They are not worth the effort. The freebie can be acquired after you've visited all three. Just gonna do that the easy way, because why not? After you've visited all three of the Nail Masters. Not a fan of those guys. There's like straight up like 4 of them. These guys really are the best if like you're just trying to farm for like soul or geo or whatever. Like they really are the best for that. I know we've been through here. Okay. In fact, it doesn't even tell you, right? You first get in here? No. It doesn't even say you're in a new area. I mean, the game, like, clues you into it, because, like, you know, it looks different. The music is different. This is actually working like really well. I don't get it. Where is the indication? Oh, is that... That would be why. There was like almost no indication. I get it. It's kind of like... Hey, look at these two enemies. They're just kind of chilling. That at this point, especially coming from the tram, you haven't seen them before. But that didn't seem like a breakable wall. Like, that it didn't... There's like almost no indication. There we go. Yep, new area. Look at that. It's very strange. Very, very strange they did it like that. And like, yeah, some of the Metroid games have stuff like that where it's just like, oh, well, did you try shooting every single tile in the room? I was like, well, no. That's why they call it a secret. I'm like, okay, alright, fine. Like, at this point, it's almost like, why bother, you know? Because, like, we have way more geo than what we need. Like, I don't even know of anything to spend it on. Was he popping them out? Whoa, and then they pop into multiple? Huh. Oh, these guys. These guys are cool. Oh, hello. That is a shape I recognize. Okay. So I guess this is like an extension of Kingdom's Edge, because I'm pretty sure we have all the maps. Like, I'm almost positive that's why Cornifer was just like taking a nap at home, because like he's literally done. Whoa. This guy's really used to fuck me up. That's all of them. Hardened tribe, my familiar. Oh. Big boy Bumble. Shit, dude. Fuck. Okay, so thankfully those guys don't respond super fast. Ah. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, so it's nearby. It seems like it's possible to do it like that. Haha, suckers. I don't know if that's probably not the intended way, but I don't know. Or maybe it is? I mean, I don't see another way I could have done that. Oh, they can destroy those. Oh, dip. Oh, I can't destroy that from the side. Oh, I can't. I bet Big Boy Bumble can, though. Thank you. Actually, wait. Does that... doesn't heal me, right? No, only if it's the last one I need. I think? Pretty sure if it's like a shard that grants a new mask, I'm pretty sure it gives you your health back. Yeah, I was really trying to, like, pogo, which apparently didn't have the diagonal. Okay, good. So those guys do respawn every time. Tis good to know. Dude, okay, maybe he was visible, I just didn't see him. Come on, this has gotta be a boss fight. Oh. Oh, this guy. Damn. Yeah. I think that's why this one kind of bothered me, because the walk back takes such, like, it takes a minute. Okay, guess it's faster if, like, you come back from the tram. Instead of going all the way around. Is it... I mean, it looks faster? It definitely seems that way. I mean, this guy's not that tough. Because, yeah, the tram has a bench in it, so... But, yeah, I don't think I finished my thought on that earlier, because... I mean, there was no particular reason I didn't finish my thought on it. I just, kind of got distracted. This is not the way to go. It's follow around. But yeah, I finally replaced my HDMI splitter. And this new one is pretty badass. And it definitely helps that I got a sale on it. That was really cool because, you know, times are rough, you know, being poor and everything. But it was a piece of equipment I use literally all the time for like recording or streaming, like what have you. It's yeah, just my old splitter just started having issues, and especially with, whoop, yeah, that was a bad idea. Connectivity. So it's over here? Yeah. But, yeah, a while ago, and I'll probably make like a dedicated video on this, because this thing kind of is a little bit of a game changer. Oh, fuck. Because, yeah, for a long time, like, I went with Ore again, because, like, they are kind of the best in the biz, when it comes to that kind of thing. And, yeah, back in the day, like, everybody used the, I think it was called the HD 102 for, because for whatever reason, Sony made it a huge hassle to capture footage from the PlayStation 3. And that was kind of the recommended workaround, to, like, you know, plug it into a capture card. You throw it through a splitter first. And so the common one that people used was, yeah, the Ore HD 102, I think is what it was called. Basically one HDMI in, two HDMI outs. So, like, one would go to your capture card, the other would go to your display, like, whether it's, like, TV, your monitor, whatever. And it would just work. And so my first splitter was that one, because it had an all-metal chassis. It was, like, you know, built like a tank. Like, everybody raved about this thing. I was like, all right, cool. I'm down. It's inexpensive and, you know, quality product, you know? And yeah, that thing served me well for many years. And then after a certain point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try a little upgrade, get a slightly nicer one from Ore, you know, because I was impressed, and they seemed to have a commitment to quality. So I was like, all right, let's go with Ore again and try out a different thing. Little did I know, I essentially bought an experimental model that had this, in theory, cool tech of like an auto scaler built into the splitter. So essentially, you could run your main display as like a higher resolution, and then like it would auto downscale to the other display. And I was like, oh, that'd be perfect because like I have, you know, have a console that can do 4K now, but I'm not using it in 4K. I'm always like setting the resolution to match what my capture card can do, and then, you know, do the scaling like after that, you know. And at the time, I was like, okay, that sounds cool, and it's essentially, you know, blah blah blah. It at first it worked okay. It I forget the model number for that one. But then it wasn't doing like the auto scaling correctly, and I was like, okay, what's going on with this? And apparently at the time the auto scaler could only do half refresh. So it could do the auto scaling, but then you, for your 4K, it would be at 30 frames. And then for the downscaled signal, it would hertz. Sorry. Same thing. But for the downscaled, it would also be 30 hertz. So essentially, I didn't want to cut the number of frames in half just so I could play in 4K, because like, yeah, if it's between like 4K 30 and like 1080 60, I will do 1080 60 all day every day, you know, like no question. But also from a certain distance, like literally no one can tell the difference between like 4K and 1080. Like it's kind of like PPI, like pixels per inch, you know. It's like if you want to look like super close on something, like sure, you might be able to find some pixelation, but for the most part, you know, it's not going to matter as much. And it depends on your setup. It depends on a bunch of different things, and it depends on preference, you know. But to me, the most important thing was the connectivity, and like, is it introducing lag? Is it actually the same on the HDMI output, like for both the for both displays, you know? And sure, a lot of capture cards, external capture cards, right, have like, well, actually just, yeah, a lot of capture cards have like an input and output port, you know? So you can use pass-through if you want to do it that way. And that's fine if you only have like one thing connected to it. But I don't want to be using that port all the time, you know? Because HDMI ports do wear out. So basically, in order to have one HDMI plugged in, to the and I guess you could use an HDMI extension cable, I guess, to bypass that or whatever. That's a possibility. Which, yeah. And then you're just plugging it into the extension cable. That is a thing. But then it wouldn't help with certain platforms capturing footage from them. Like, again, like PlayStation 3 and stuff like that. So, the new one has a scaler. It has the same, like, concept like the auto scaler tech. And it actually works at 60 hertz. Or 59.94, you know, for NTSC, I think, is what it's called. Yeah. Which is essentially 60 hertz. But, like, NTSC was, like, a standard for a long, long time. And most of the time when people say 60 hertz, they mean 59.94. But yeah, the new one actually does. Like, it looks identical. And the scaler actually works really, really well. Which is really cool. So, like, I can play... Like, right now this is running on the PS5, and I can, like, have my one display at 4K, and it looks great. And then it downscales the other output that's going into the capture card, which is exactly the same, but at the downscaled resolution, which is awesome. Like, it's so good. It's so cool. Because it's kind of, it just works. It's one of those things. It just works. Like, exactly how I was hoping the previous one would. I can't remember the name of the older one. But, part of the reason the older one, too, was, like, an upgrade that I wanted to get is because the older one was 18 gigabit bandwidth for, you know, HDMI 1.4 or whatever it was, which was fine at the time. But this one does HDMI 2.0 or 2.2. I forget, one of those. So yeah, it's... the only downside is it doesn't have a full metal case housing like the older ones did. So that's, like, slightly disappointing, I guess, but it still feels incredibly sturdy. And I actually can't see it from over there. I remembered I put the box, like, right under the thing. But I was like, maybe if I lean I can see it. No, I can't. But yeah, I think it's the UHD 102 Pro 102. But anyway, essentially, and the branding makes a lot of sense. It's like they're branding it as the updated version to the HD 102, which in every aspect, yes, it pretty much is. So it's really cool. And it has a mode switcher, which I really like. So it has the mode that's like the basic EDID duplication. So it's like, here's the main input, so it's just gonna do the exact same output to, you know, the exact same signal to output 1 and 2. And then it has the auto scaler mode, which, again, it just works. It's one of those things, it just works. Like, in the first day I was trying it out, I was, like, already late to a stream, And I was like, oh shit, it came in, fuck yeah. I was so stoked about it. And I was like, I don't really have time to dick around with this though. I was like, all right, I'll just plug stuff in. Hopefully it'll work. Maybe not. Let's find out. And thankfully it was off the PS5 too. So I was like, I'll see what it says. Cause like last time I had it plugged in, I had it set to 1080p. So, but it usually on startup like detects the signal type of thing, like what the output video signal should be. I was like, well, we'll see what happens. And yeah, it just worked. It's like, oh, this can do 4K. I'm like, yep, cool. 60 hertz RGB. It's like, yep, 59.94, but yeah, I gotcha. Which I could tell because, yeah, you can pull up the video signal information in most capture cards. It'd be like, what is the raw video signal? I was like, dope. Yeah, do that. Please. 100%. And then the capture card had 0 issues too. It was just like, yep, all right, yeah, that's the video signal. It's downscaled, and I was like, nice. And I was just like looking at both displays, like looking at the capture on the PC, look at my actual display, and they were just like perfectly in sync. I was just like, dude. And I was like, yep, I'm on board. This is fucking cool. Oh, shit, right. Yeah. I forgot he sends his... I was gonna say drones, and then I was like, that might actually be correct. That might be the correct terminology. Motherfucker. Okay. Can do some of this shit. Oh, that's it, huh? Alright. I honestly thought that was gonna be harder. Hive blood. Alright, cool. Well, that's the main reward here. I mean that and the mask fragment and the 2 grubs. I'm assuming that's the long dead queen. Oh. You don't look like the guy that I just fought. My knight. Oh, Hive Queen Vespa. I don't remember this. Are you a dream warrior? Or is this just a memory? Also, why does she look like hotter in the memory? And my knight, at last you are freed. Small thing, I know you're kind. If you attempt to resolve your past, then know I am not the queen you seek. It is the pale beings that bear blame for your nature. Though this hive exists within Hollow Nest, we play no part in its attempt at perpetuation. To rail against nature is folly. All things must accept an end. Alright. I mean, you seem to be telling me you just dream nail me. It's like, lady, yeah, I know I'm not. Oh. Queen that you seek. Yeah, because some of the bugs have talked about, like, the king, right? But not like a queen. Which, I mean, yeah, the king could just be a bachelor. Yeah. I think we're ready to get the fuck out of here. But, like, is he in search of a queen? She's like, I'm not the queen that you seek. Like, huh? Have my teleport. Yeah, it's over there. Okay. Okay, so I think we need to get the ability that we don't have. Because, like I said, we have these, like the shadow geyser things blocking us from going to do a bunch of things. So I've kind of just been marking them as we've been finding them. And I'm pretty sure I got all of them on the map marked. Like there might be one other one or something. I don't know. But how do we travel back? Dreamgate. Right. Down to set. Hold up while using the dream nail. Oh, okay. That's how we do it. Okay. So there we go. Just get the fuck out of here. Which I think that's only the second time I've used that. So, yeah, we're gonna go back to Dirtmouth. Because like I said, we have a freebie that we can go grab. Also, that may have been the final grub in the game. I'm not entirely sure, but I know we're getting close. So, but yeah, we're over on time, guys. And, definitely for some of the episodes soon, we are going to be doing the Halloween themed thing, which there's a DLC for that is the Grim Troop. And I think the timing is going to work pretty well, because we have the one on the 22nd, and then the 24th, and then the 26th, and then the 28th. So yeah, I think that should be about enough time. But yeah, so hopefully for the episode for the 28th and the 30th, we'll be at that point where we can just like start that DLC. And even if we're not quite there for how I wanted progression to go, I'm hoping to be at like a logical stopping point to kind of take a break from the main game stuff to do that. So yeah, hope you guys are looking forward to that. I know I am, because I really like the DLC for this game. It's really good. But yeah, thanks for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, before we get going, it's time for the outro. Special thanks, updates, all that good stuff, and a very special thank you going out to the amazing people who helped make it possible, the current Farts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novellus Draconis, Aaron Schick, and 97 Johnny Boy. Thank you all so very much for choosing to support the show, but more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out. Very much appreciated, and it is very much optional. So you guys are extra awesome for doing so. And if you want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's no join button for you. There's also a link in the description. Talks about becoming a channel member. Because, yeah, YouTube might be phasing out the join button for, like, integrating it into the subscribe button or something like that. So if you see a subscribe plus button, that's what it is. Just gonna drink some of this water real quick. Oh, yeah. But yeah, membership tiers start at $3 a month. That's roughly 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote in the series get made here on the channel via the members' choice polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full week over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So, like I mentioned before, we do have one going on right now if you're watching this around the time this one comes out. And that is going to be running until the end of the day on the 22nd. So, if it is October 23rd, 2025 or later when you're watching this, that one has already been decided. But all of the previous members' choice polls do stay up even after the voting period over on the membership tab. So, any of the ones that you may have missed, you can still vote on those, and retroactive input is considered for future polls. This is, however, an approximation of future announcements from the past, so if you want all the announcements as they happen and the bell doesn't work for you, I get it, the bell doesn't work for me, but there are 4 other ways you can stay up to date. We have the post tab here on the channel, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, and the Discord. I always post on all 4 whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. But yeah, it's gonna do it for now. So thank you all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you have yourself a beautiful day.